Hi, I'm Dave, and I know wrestling. Behold, my client for Dave Knows Wrestling's Honest Promos, a man we market as the undisputed greatest wrestling legend of all time with no equal, ever since we found out Hulk Hogan was a racist. Allow me to present to you the plane crashing, stewardess harassing, heavy drinking, politicking, nude streaking, backstage beefing, illegally adopted son, the second nature boy, Fred Phillips, or Richard Flair, or Ric Flair. Fred began his wrestling career by first wanting to be a ripoff of Dusty Rhodes. Dusty told him to find his own way, and Fred took that to mean ripoff Buddy Rogers instead. The nickname the Nature Boy, the Figure 4, all classic Buddy Rogers. Just ask Greg Valentine. However, he did become a legend in his own right, even having sections of America designated as Flair Country. After all, he's so associated with the city of Charlotte, North Carolina that his own daughter Ashley was repackaged to be named after the city, even though Flair grew up in Minnesota and was actually born in Tennessee. Although it doesn't matter where he is, because all across the globe, Fred is recognized as one of the biggest money draws in wrestling history. Except for Clash of the Champions 6. But forget about that. Fred's a solid main eventer, even though his first WrestleMania was also the first time that the WWF champion wasn't in the last match of the night. Speaking of last matches, as bankable as Fred might be, the limousine riding and jet flying probably should have been the careful spending, money managing son of a gun instead. As a result of his piss poor finances, he actually undid his own retirement match in the WWE. His actual last match was a loss to Sting. Truth be told, that actually is a much more fitting opponent for Flair's farewell. Doesn't matter anyway, Flair hung on way too long as it is, and as influential as he might be, his biggest contribution might be setting the trend for old men wrestling long enough that they just become legends by default. And forget about Stone Cold, Flair was real life feuding with bosses well before the Attitude Era. One such boss, Jim Hurt, a former Pizza Hut manager, actually wanted Fred to shave his head and dress up like a gladiator named Spartacus. Hurt believed that would help him topple the competition. However, I'm not sure if he thought the competition was Hulk Hogan or Little Caesars.
Pizza.
And it wasn't just Hurt either, because there's something else that Fred did that Stone Cold only wish he could do. He got into a real-life backstage fight with Eric Bischoff. And Fred's feuds aren't just restricted to higher-ups either. Throughout his career, he's cultivated a rogues gallery that could even rival Batman's. Oh, and as for the kiss stealing, it seems that there might be more than a few flight attendants out there who don't find his Pepe Le Pew style antics so charming. Ultimately, if you want a wrestler who has a fake record in a fake sport for being awarded a major leather strap with metal plates on it a whole bunch of times, but only an arbitrary 16 of those times count for some reason, then by all means, once again, allow me to endorse to you, my client, the Nature Old Man, Fred Ric Flair Phillips. Thank you so much for watching, and if you know who you want to see in a future episode of Honest Promos, then please let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and this has been Dave Knows.